Welcome to Everything Explained. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects everything from our daily conversations to national policy decisions: partisanship and how it shapes decision-making. Partisanship is the strong, unwavering support for a particular political party, often at the expense of compromise or understanding. In recent years, we've seen this play out in a dramatic way, influencing everything from how we interact with our friends and family to the laws that govern our society. So, why does partisanship have such a powerful hold on our decision-making processes? To understand this, we first need to look at the nature of human beings and how we form our beliefs. As social creatures, we're wired to seek connection and belonging. This need drives us to align ourselves with like-minded individuals, creating groups that share our ideas and values. When we identify with a political party, we often adopt its beliefs as part of our identity. This is known as in-group bias, where we favor those who are part of our group and may even view those from opposing groups with suspicion or hostility. Let's consider an everyday example. Think about a sports fan. If you're a die-hard fan of the New York Yankees, you're likely to defend your team against any criticism. You may even find yourself disliking fans of the Boston Red Sox, simply because they are rivals. This loyalty can skew your judgment when it comes to evaluating the strengths and weaknesses of both teams. You might overlook the Red Sox's impressive record or the talent of their players, simply because they're not part of your team. This same dynamic occurs in politics, where partisanship can lead to a distortion of facts and a rigid adherence to party lines. Now, let's talk about the impact of media on partisanship. In today's world, media consumption is often tailored to our existing beliefs. If you identify as a Democrat, you might be more inclined to watch CNN or read articles from the New York Times, while a Republican may prefer Fox News or the Wall Street Journal. This selective exposure reinforces our views and further deepens our biases. When we only consume information that aligns with our beliefs, we become trapped in echo chambers. These echo chambers limit our exposure to differing perspectives, making it difficult to engage in constructive dialogue. A study conducted by researchers at Stanford University found that individuals who were exposed to opposing viewpoints were more likely to harden their own beliefs rather than reconsider them. This phenomenon, known as the backfire effect, illustrates just how resistant we can be to changing our minds, even when faced with compelling evidence. When information conflicts with our party affiliation, we often dismiss it outright, leading to poor decision-making not only in politics, but also in our personal lives. Partisanship also plays a significant role in how decisions are made at the governmental level. When lawmakers prioritize party loyalty over collaboration, the result can be gridlock. For instance, during the Obama administration, significant legislation like the Affordable Care Act faced fierce opposition from Republicans, not necessarily because of its content, but largely due to party allegiance. This kind of polarization can prevent important issues from being addressed effectively. Instead of working together for the common good, parties often dig in their heels, leading to a cycle of conflict rather than cooperation. One particularly relevant example is climate change. The scientific consensus is clear: human activity is contributing to global warming. However, this is a highly partisan issue in the United States. Many Republicans are skeptical about climate change, often due to the influence of fossil fuel industries and a desire to maintain traditional energy practices. Meanwhile, Democrats generally advocate for environmental regulations and renewable energy. This divide can lead to significant delays in implementing solutions that could benefit everyone, regardless of political affiliation. So, how can we combat partisanship in decision-making? One effective strategy is to engage in open conversations with people who hold differing viewpoints. By actively listening and trying to understand where they're coming from, we can challenge our own biases and broaden our perspectives. It's important to approach these discussions with an open mind, rather than simply waiting for our turn to speak. Asking questions and being curious about others' beliefs can foster understanding and lead to more productive conversations. Another approach is to seek out diverse sources of information. Instead of relying solely on media that aligns with our beliefs, we can make an effort to consume a variety of viewpoints. This doesn't mean we have to agree with everything we read or hear, but exposing ourselves to different perspectives can help us make more informed decisions. In conclusion, partisanship significantly influences our decision-making, often leading to biased judgments and divisive outcomes. By understanding the psychological and social factors at play, we can take steps to mitigate its effects. Engaging in open dialogue and seeking diverse perspectives are essential in breaking down the walls of partisanship. In a world that often feels increasingly divided, it's crucial to remember that we're all in this together, no matter our political affiliations. By working towards understanding, we can foster a more constructive and collaborative society. Thank you for tuning in to Everything Explained. Remember, understanding is the first step toward unity.